everyone, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today I'm driving home in rush hour traffic. And it's actually kind of fun once in a while to do it because it's been years since I've had to drive through this on a regular basis. So I am driving back from the Heights, having my hair all done, and just some thoughts on my head that are kind of, we've got our lunar eclipse tonight, and that is going to be a very major event for most of us, especially in the United States, because we are going to feel it first. It's going to happen this evening, and a lot of people are kind of freaking out about it, but I kind of think it's kind of the cool, fun part that it is happening. It is happening like everything is already kind of, the play is about to start. The energy has been amping up for several days. And I would say one of the most important things for you to understand, and why it's so important to do it this way, is that anything that has come up over the last like 7 to 10 days for you, someone stepping, like you think, oh my gosh, they're stepping on my toes, or they're doing this, or this isn't happening the way I wanted it to, or whatever it is, make sure that you are understanding what your part in this is, because so many times people don't take blame for their fair share, and this is a really good time to kind of take that blame and kind of take that share, because that's what the eclipse energy is about, is to kind of shine a light, by taking a light away from us, shining a light on things that we need to fix, change, or modify. And if things have been coming up, or people have been like, oh my gosh, I thought I got rid of all of this kind of people in my life, or I thought I got rid of all this, it's in your life so that you can fix it, change it, modify it, make it better. So if you haven't been doing that, if you haven't been doing that so far, you still have time, because the other side of this eclipse is we have lunar eclipse, is we have an eclipse, a solar eclipse coming in 2 weeks. I'm changing lanes. And so that's really the other end of this, and then that energy is going to stay with us, and this is all about eclipsing forward and kind of like jumping out, kind of what's coming up next, where are we going from here, what's the next phase for us. And that's the really cool part about using this energy. But if you haven't been doing your job, if you haven't been working on the stuff that's coming up for you, this is going to be a harder eclipse. You're going to have more people jumping out at you that than normal. You're going to have more frustration, more kind of like chaotic things coming up, more kind of things like, this isn't working, this doesn't feel right, whatever it is. So understand that this is in your life for a reason. This is in your life so that you can make changes, so you can make upgrades, and you can change your life. That's the really, really cool part about all of this. I think that's the best part of an eclipse. Yes, you're going to feel the energy, and hopefully I'll get some beautiful shots of the moon tonight, and hopefully I don't have to go too far out in the country, because that's usually what I have to do, is drive and get away from all of the light pollution around me and drive out into the country and get some beautiful shots of this. But I want you to understand, this is about you. This is helping you. This is working for you. Things are coming up so you can fix them, heal them, and move through them and be stronger and better on the other side. And if you've had nothing coming up, no issues, no problems, no backfire of communication, no miscommunications with anybody, no fights or arguments or things going on, then I will tell you something's wrong. Because you should be having all of these things going on, all of them, maybe to different degrees in different areas of what you've been working on, but you should have things coming forward. And communication is probably the number one thing that most people have, but it could also be something in the love department. If you've not gotten the love that you found the new love that you want in your life, if you haven't been working through any of that stuff, what are you not working through? What is it that you are totally not working through to find, to get what you want in life? What are you not working through? Where are your words not communicating what you want? I will tell you, more often than not, I hear from people and they say, oh, I want a husband or wife that's this, that, and the other thing. And then, 15 or 20 minutes later on in the conversation, they'll say, well, there are no good men, or there are no good women in the world, or all women cheat, or all men do this. And I'm like, wait. You just said you wanted one, but now you're bashing them? So how are you going to get what you want if you think all men are cheaters? Or what are you going to get if you think all women lie? Whatever that is, whatever your memes are in your head that you're saying, that's the important part. That's the part that you should be really focusing in on. What are you saying in your head? Because that's usually your problem, is that you're not taking your responsibility for a previous relationship, for that person cheating. What is your part in that? Where were you oblivious to what was going on? Where were you when they were saying, like, there's a problem and you're not helping me fix it, or we're not talking through this? Where is your part when they're telling you this is wrong, or this is not the way I want my relationships to go, or I want to change something, and you were oblivious to it, calling, yeah, whatever. I don't want to fix it, or I don't want to work with that or deal with that. That's your part of this. And if you would have stood up and voiced it then, and talked through it then, and fixed it then, you wouldn't be having any other issues. You could possibly still be in that relationship, but the cool part is that you've got to work through those issues. And if people say, oh, I don't have any issues, you do. Everybody has issues. If you didn't have any issues, you would have passed by now. People on this earth have things to work through, things that they need to deal with, fix right, deal with, whatever it is, but you got to take your fair share of the blame to be able to get there. That's the cool part. That's the important part for most people. So I want you to understand, you have got to take your fair share of what's going on in your life, and take your fair share of the blame of the words and the issues in your problems in your relationships, and not just the ones that are currently going on, but the ones from the past. Where have you not been truthful with yourself? Where have you not been totally honest with the other people in your relationship? When have you not stood up for yourself or someone else that's changing that energy? That's what you need to fix. That's what you need to change. That's what you need to do. That's the important part. That is the important part, so you can keep moving forward. And if you don't get it tonight during the eclipse, if you don't get it all done, that's okay. You still have time to work through this. You still have time to deal with all of this. You still have time. And that is the best part, is you still have time to deal with this, work through it, take your accountability, taking your energy, kind of taking that side of things, and working through things now, before they get worse, before they get any worse than what it is now. Because if you are happy where you're at right now, that's great. But are you going to be happy if you're still in the same relationships and the same things going on in your life in 5 years or in 10 years? And if the answer is no, or heck no, then you've got to make some changes. You have got to make some changes in your life today. You have got to make some changes in your life so that you can kind of get your dream life. But you have to take the accountability. You have to kind of take the responsibility for what's going on so that you can work through there and keep moving forward. The fun part. Moving forward, learning something different, meeting new people, meeting new friends, meeting new lovers, meeting new loves of your life. That's the really cool part in all of this. I think that's the fun part. Let's see. Keep learning, keep shifting, and keep adjusting your energy. So many times people tell me, I don't want anything to change. Everything is happy right now. And it's like, Earth is change. Everything on here is changing constantly. The weather, the temperature, people, what you learn, how you learn it, all of that is changing constantly. And that's the cool part about it. I know you get to learn from different people. I learn from so many things from so many different age people around me and in and around me. I think that's the fun part. I really enjoy learning new things, new information, new things that are going on. That's the real cool part. That is it, is having that energy to change, modify, adjust, and then kind of look at things. Well, I was taught this, or I learned this, and I don't think it's truthful, or I don't like it. so I'm going to change it. I'm going to adjust it. I'm going to kind of figure things out a little bit differently. And that's the really cool part. Change, shift, and adjust so you can keep growing. And as you grow, the people around you grow. The people around you learn things differently, do things differently. That's the fun part, because you can see them change, modify, and get better. And that could be your spouse, that could be your boyfriend or girlfriend, that could be your children, your parents, all of them. And that's, I think, the kind of quintessential thing about Earth that I love is that we're always learning, we're always shifting, and we're always adjusting into something completely different and completely new, and we get to learn from it, make some shifts and changes, and keep moving on with life. That's the really cool part. So just a few thoughts as I rush home through rush hour traffic, and I will be on live at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 8 o'clock Arizona time. Several Arizona people have reached out to me and they wanted to join tonight. I will be talking about our dreams because that's really important right now, and then we'll also go into our eclipse energy during this Thursday night live. So I am very thankful that you are joining me tonight. I will see you on live soon. Talk to you guys later. Bye.